Greetings, wizard. Thank goodness you're here. The undead are making a mess of everything, but they're only the beginning. Storm magic flows through Triton Avenue in a steady current, or at least it did, until all this craziness started. Now the flow has been diverted. It's making the storm creatures that live in the river angry. Lightning eels have swarmed up from the depths and are slithering amok. If they aren't driven away, their electrical charge could unbalance things even more. Could you go drive some of them away?
Thanks for the help, wizard. I wouldn't have gotten here without you. I'm worried something terrible has happened. On my way here, I saw one of the lightning eels with Susie's. Maybe she just dropped it, but maybe not. What can we do?
I couldn't help but overhear. You're very loud. If you can bring me that wand, I may be able to assist.
Really? How?
Duncan Grimwater, necromancer. I was drawn here by a massive surge of death magic. It must be the reason the undead have overrun the street. I wish Malistaire were here. He could stop all this madness instantly. If only he were still alive. Malistaire is alive? Impossible. I don't know what you saw, but you must be mistaken. Someone is trying to deceive you and Professor Ambrose. Malistaire was a great man, the greatest necromancer of this age. Ambrose is responsible for what happened to him. If he hadn't...
Can we talk about this later? My sisters...
You're right. Wizard, bring me that wand, and I think I can get to the bottom of this.
Well done. That should stabilise things a little. I hope it's enough. Do you you think you might do me another favour? You see, I work at the mill across the river. We grind lumina crystals. I was bringing in a load of raw crystals when everything went crazy. The haunted minions scattered my shipment all over the place. Can you round up some raw crystal barrels and bring them to me? I'll be in...
This is a collect quest, a special kind of side quest. Unlike most quests, collect quests have no quest hero. Good luck exploring.
Oh, good. My shipment's recovered. I'll get them the rest of the way. Thank you, wizard. We didn't drive the eels away fast enough. The storm magic surge lured a kraken up out of the deep. You could use this teleporter to reach the kraken. But it's broken. The rotting fodder stole its keystone. Get it back, and double quick.
Excellent. Susie is still alive. I can sense it from her wand. I think I can find her, but there's one more thing I need. I know a ritual that could grant me a vision of wherever Susie is. It's very advanced. I'm not surprised you don't know. The connection between Susie and her wand is one anchor for the ritual, but I need another. I think I know what would work. When I was trying to reach the source of the death magic, I ran afoul of the rotting fodder across the river. They're using storm magic.
That doesn't make any sense. Why are they using storm magic instead of death?
They were wearing strange amulets that were crackling with storm energy. Bring me those amulets and I can cast my spell.
Welcome to Special Reagent, where each reagent is unique and... Oh, sorry, I cannot do the pitch, for I am the sad. I have lost something precious. It is a scrapbook that belonged to my cousin, Sylvia Drake. Once, she was a teacher here, till the dreadful cold claimed her. Some monster called Skull Splitter stole Sylvia's scrapbook and took it to his skull fort. If only someone could get it back for me.
Bring up water. Lend your power to create. Who are you? Can't you see I'm busy here? It's rude to interrupt, you know, and rudeness must be. It doesn't matter. We will avenge our banishment. We will summon a destroyer of dirt, fire, wind, water, and etc. to, you know, destroy you. My incantation was complete. The ring of water is powerless now, so you can have it. Word to your funeral.
You did it! Quickly, there's no time to lose. Now that teleporter's repaired, you can go deal with that kraken. Head on down and be careful. Good luck, wizard.
Now, let's see what I can see. If I'm right, and I usually am, whoever's enchanting these storm amulets also kidnapped Susie. They probably have Susie imprisoned close by. I can use the link between the wand and Susie to find her, and the link between the storm amulets and their maker to produce a vision. Here goes. Nothing? Whoever this is, they have some powerful magic. I think I could break through the interference with a charged lumina crystal.
They make lumina crystals at the mill across the river. Go talk to Blad Raveneye and get us a crystal.
So you've come for the scrapbook that belonged to Malister? Well, I won't allow you to have it. I will deny him any kindness after what he denied me in life. As for you, wizard, prepare to join the ranks of the undead and serve me.
I saw the whole battle. Masterfully done. We got to piece it back. Now I hope we can get the rest of our trouble sorted out. Lumen crystal, you're out of luck. The undead stole all my crystals. I've got lots of raw crystal. I could grind you another one, but the mill's broken. Undead stole the wheel cogs and scattered them all over. But even if I could grind you a crystal, I couldn't charge it. My lightning rod won't work. You could help get me up and running again. Gather up the cogs and get my coil back from the Scarlet Screamers, and I'll get you a crystal.
The scrapbook! Thank you! My cousin, she helped me move here, make friends. Now, this is all I have left of her. You are a good person, Wizard.
We have you come to stop us? You can't. Nothing can. We are the planet fears. The terrors born of all natural disasters. We are the shivering during a storm warning. The lump in the back of your throat during a small earthquake. We are the inconvenience of every snowfall. But we are nothing compared to what's coming. Meaningless in the wake of the destroyer. Disaster made for us. I told you we were nothing compared to what's coming. But if you're so desperate to reclaim the Ring of Winds, here you go. I already used up all its powers anyway to provide breath to the destroyer.
eyes of the destroyer should have a witness, someone to go blind in the light of his glory. My fellows already imbued him with the power over fire, water, and wind, and I have given him all the power of the Ring of Dirt. There's only one ring left, the fifth ring, the oft-forgotten Ring of... It's super important, though. It's what makes him a physical thing that can destroy, not just swirling energy. So, Ring of Guts, activate! Is it activating? I don't think it's activating. Lousy ring probably only works if you have working guts. Hey, you look alive. Want to help me out here? Either you do it or I'll make you do it. Oh, Bob. Are you sure I can't convince you to help me create the destroyer? Come on. It'll be fun. Fine, fine. Sheesh, calm down. A simple no would have sufficed. And don't worry about all that energy. Without a body, it'll disperse on its own. Now, take the rings of dirt and guts and go. Do whatever you were going to do with them.
all the shopkeepers agreed to help us, and you stopped angry ghosts from destroying the world? This is shaping up to be the best Zen fair ever. Oh, and you even have rings we can give out as prizes. Let's see. Dirt, fire, wind, water, and guts? Like actual guts? Neat. Let's just put that last one away. Thank you so much, Wizard. Make sure to visit the Zen fair when it's up and running.
Bother this soggy place and be bother you. If this coil's so precious to you, take it.
Splendid. Now, put those cogs to good use and get the old wheel turning. I'll fix the lightning rod. We're ready. Here, just pull this lever and we'll charge that luminous crystal right up. Ah, well done, wizard. Thanks to you, I'm back in business. Here you are. One brand new, fully charged luminous crystal. She's a beauty. I hope she serves you well.
A lumina crystal! This should be just what we need. The lumina crystal will boost the power of my ritual. It'll work this time, I'm sure. It's working!
Susie, I can see her. But what was that horrifying thing with her?
That's the Harvest Lord. We studied him in class. He's a powerful spirit from the underworld who harvests the souls of the innocent.
It looks like she's in Galvano's tower. That must be where the Harvest Lord is enchanting the storm amulets. Wizard, please free my sister.
Another soul to harvest. I knew my little prisoner would draw more to me, like flies to honey. Wait, my dark master warned me about you. Ah, imagine the reward he will give me when I present him your very soul.
Help!
I am beaten, but my master's grand design is nearly complete. Triton Avenue is doomed.
I know what he's talking about. Meet me outside, wizard. I need your help. I overheard the Harvest Lord's plans. He was raising an army of rotting fodder, armed with storm magic to attack Wizard City. But there's more. The Tempest Nexus up on the ridge channels storm energy into Triton Avenue. The Harvest Lord diverted the flow of energy to enchant the amulets. But after he finished the amulets, he directed the flow back on itself. The Nexus will explode and take Triton Avenue with it. Use the teleporter by the mill to reach the Tempest Nexus. I'll meet you up there. Worse than I thought. The Nexus could explode at any moment. The controls, they aren't working. I can't. Professor Bellstrom knows more about storm magic than anyone. Go ask him for help.
You can get to Ravenwood and back. Use the Return to Commons button to get back to the Commons, and then head to Ravenwood.
wizard! What? The Tempest Nexus is going to explode? Oh dear me, we can't have that! Here, take this master key, ring it against the metal of the Nexus 3 times, and the feedback loop should end!
If you marked your location, click the recall button to return to your mark.
Wizard, Triton Avenue is saved! You didn't happen to run into my little brother Arthur anywhere, did you? He's alright? Thank goodness. Take me to him. It'll be good to see him again.
You rescued Susie! All's well. The Harvest Lord has been driven back into the shadows, and the storm energy is flowing again.
There's still a lot of undead roaming around, but without the Harvest Lord to direct them, we can handle them.
I'll help. So, the Harvest Lord said he had a dark master. Track that master down, wizard, so Malastaire's memory can be...
Maybe you should leave that for later. For now, tell Sergeant Muldoon that things are calming down. I'm glad to be free of the Harvest Lord. He said he was going to steal my soul. You stopped him before he could, but he needed some of my possessions to do the ritual. He sent his minions to bury my athame, spellbook, and spelldeck in mystically resident places. Whatever. I don't think I could find them, but maybe your pet could sniff them out. I really need to get my stuff back. Will you?
This quest requires you to have a pet and guide it to each goal. With the pet equipped, you can complain as...
Master, it would have been hard to replace these. I hope I get to work with you again, just under less apocalyptic circumstances.
Now that things are calming down, I hope to go back to investigating what brought me here in the first place. A massive surge of death magic. The Haunted Cave is a powerful nexus of death magic. It could be the source of all the undead troubles plaguing Wizard City. The rotting fodder and scarlet. The cave is across the river at the far end of Triton Avenue. Let's go investigate.
Ancient tritons were creatures of the sea and heirs to the power of the storm titan. It is thought they used their command of lightning to create technological wonders. But, if true, their inventions were lost to uncertain tides. The tritons isolated themselves from their dragon and giant contemporaries, but were often blamed for cataclysms on the land or in the skies. Eventually, they retreated to hidden oceans, seldom ever seen again, though some suspect there is a world of tritons waiting to be found.
You made it! Good. I was right. The Haunted Cave is open again. It's been sealed for decades. This certainly explains all the undead. Malastair helped cast the spells that sealed the cave so long ago. If only he were here. I'm sure he'd fix it. I know you think Malastair's behind this, but that's just impossible. Someone's impersonating him. And those field guards, I can't beat them. But if you fight them, I can examine their auras. Maybe I can see who summoned them. Good luck. You did well fighting those field guards. They're even stronger than I thought. And they're minions of Lord Nightshade, one of the darkest tyrants in history. He was sealed in this cave ages ago, but now he's free. There's a tower deep in Haunted Cave. Someone must have broken its seals and freed the Harvest Lord, Rattlebones, and Lord Nightshade. If we can get closer, I may be able to sense echoes of the ritual that opened the tower. Let's go! I can sense the portal and the spell that opened it. I'd recognize magical resonance anywhere. Malastair! You were right. Malastair's alive, and he's turned on us all. He's trying to destroy Wizard City. But why? I've got to warn Malorn, or acting Professor Ashthorn, and then, I don't know. What can we do? Can any of us do?
Triton Avenue's not going to explode? Well, I should hope not. Sounds like things are getting sorted out. What a relief. Thanks, Wizard. Good job on cleaning up those streets. You know, if this whole student of magic thing doesn't work out, you have a bright future as a guard. For now, though, report back to the headmaster and tell him that everything is under control.
Life magic was said to have been discovered by the earliest inhabitants of the Ravenwood, guided by none other than Grandfather Tree himself. He instructed his early disciples to plant trees and tend to a grove to learn the complex interactions of all living things. As these early theurges advanced in their studies, so too did their gardens improve, eventually sprouting the sentient spell trees. Not just of life magic, but all the schools. Each tree embodied a new form of magic, a new aspect. It was through their growth, study, and teaching that magical law was tested, explored, and codified.
You're back! Can I see your notes? Undead weaknesses, life magic and soap, but they're resistant to blades, rocks, and rolled up newspapers. I had pretty similar results. Let's call this study successfully reproduced. I'll take it to Headmaster Ambrose right away. Thanks, Wizard. I wrote a letter to tell my parents that I arrived safely, but I haven't had a chance to send it. What with all the not arriving safely. Which is okay. It gave me a chance to add some stuff about Malistaire. He was my parents' favourite professor and an old family friend. Did you know he once drained all the life force out of a troll to regrow a limb, then raised the troll to fight an ogre and save some students? He was a hero. My whole life I wanted to be just like him. I can't believe what he's doing now. I wish I just knew why. Anyway, sorry. Would you mind taking my letter to Prospector Zeke and ask him to deliver it next time he's in Marleybone?
Sure, youngin'. I'd be downright tickled to deliver that letter. I run a sort of postal service for my many wanderings through the spiral. Say, now that I think of it, I just came back from Marleybone. Got a package for one Miss Penny Dreadful. You know what? How's about I trade you the package for the letter? you take yours, Miss Penny, and I'll take mine to her parents. Off you go now.
The more I think about Malistaire, the more it doesn't make any sense. Why would someone so good suddenly turn so bad? I just wish I could ask him. If I could find him, maybe he'd tell me. I know he used to live in the dark cave before it was sealed. Maybe he's hiding out there now. I'll leave my spellbook here, just in case I'm wrong, so my new friend can come help me. Wizard, I see you found my spell book. No, I didn't talk to Malistaire. I should have known he'd be too smart to come here. Could be worse, I guess. At least I have these thorough reports on undead battle tactics, so I can handle the things in this cave. Huh? Oh, my parents sent me a package. You're right. Maybe it will cheer me up. Let's see. Oh, wow. Pet snacks. That'd be great. If I had a pet. Tell you what, Wizard, you've been amazing ever since we met. Why don't you take these snacks? Just a small token to say how much everything you've done has meant to me.
Malistaire broke open the sealed caves and unleashed the undead. Why? Deranged as he's become, I can't believe chaos is his only ambition. He was always dedicated to his wife, Sylvia. When illness claimed her, his devotion led him to delve into terrible rituals to restore her to life. I forbade him. He ignored me and destroyed the deaf school in his folly. Now he seeks the Order of the Fang, a lost sect with their own secrets. We must learn why. There is a being who sees through time with the eyes of history and the future. But his eye of history was stolen some time past, and without it, his vision is limited and his memory dulled. Alas, we haven't any other choice. So come with me, wizard, to Ravenwood. I have a very important task for you today, young wizard. Your studies will have to wait. You've done such a great job elsewhere. I could use your magic on Colossus Boulevard. I had to lock the gate because the street had become too dangerous. Professor Greyrose summoned an army to run out the ghosts. Something must have gone very wrong with her spell. The gate guard, Private O'Doyle, can tell you more. Please find him in the shopping district. See if he needs help.
Thank goodness the headmaster sent a wizard to aid us. We could really use your help. Strange creatures have taken over Colossus Boulevard. We don't know where they came from, but they eat everything in sight. We call them goblins. I admire you wizards. My niece studies ice magic at Ravenwood, but I'm worried about her. She said she was doing some school project on Colossus Boulevard, but I don't know why she has to do it now. Would you go speak to her and see if she needs any help? Her name is Mindy Pixiecrab.
I am Baldur Goldpaws, a trader from far-off Grizzleheim, and I have just discovered this world. I have sailed across the great sea of skies, establishing new ports to trade my wares. I would like to establish trade relations with the merchants here, if they be friendly. Can you help me? If Prospector Zeke is here, go speak to him. Then speak to your treasure card dealer and anyone who sells furniture. If you can do that for me, I will be thankful.
Beware, young wizard. There can be more opponents at one time compared to the amount of players participating in the battle. Be very careful. Hey there, young wizard. How's it going for you so far?
You explain that Baldur Goldpaws asked you to help set up trade relations between Grizzleheim and Wizard City.
That's great. Old Zeke's always happy to do business with the bears. Tell Baldur I'll trade with him.
Hello, wizard. I'm Lucky Hookline, famous fisher and Pisces collector. You might have heard about the 60-inch whopper I caught. No? Ah, well, let me tell you, fishing is a terrific hobby, and you won't find a more relaxing pastime there. If you like, I can teach you how to cast for fish. Magically, of course. Then you can catch your own whoppers. First off, you gotta be in an area of the spiral populated with fish. You'll know you are when the fishing icon appears. Clicking the fishing icon button displays your fishing spells. Your fishing spells consist of fish catching spells and fishing utility spells. Click on a fish catching spell to cast a magical lure. You want it to land in front of a fish so they notice it. If you don't like where your lure lands, click the cancel spell. When the magical lure flashes, that means a fish has noticed it and is coming closer to take a nibble. As it nibbles, the lure will rise and fall a bit. The trick is to wait until the lure completely sinks below the water. Then Timing is crucial, so be sure to hit the spacebar quickly to invoke the fish catching spell properly. And so are your spells. Every fish has a magical school type, and fish are more attracted to lures from their same school. When you use a lure correctly, your magic will snare the fish and float it back to you, alright? You'll see the name and size of every fish you catch. Small fries are the tiniest ones, while whoppers are the biggest. Fish are stored in your fish basket. The angler's tome has a record of all the fish you ever caught. Click on it to open it. The angler's tome will tell you how many of each type you've caught, along with the smallest and largest sizes. Another important tip to know is that every fish you come across responds only to your presence, no matter what. So don't worry about competition, or that other wizards will scare away the fish. You're the only one who can do that. Now that I've explained the basics of our magical fishing, let me give you the Lesser Frost Lure. It's a good basic lure spell. Go to the water behind old Zeke over there and use the Lesser Frost Lure to catch a frost decoy and a nice cuda.
Hello there, young student. Welcome to the library. Can I help you find any book or card in particular?
You tell Mr. Argleston about the trade agreement Balder is trying to set up.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would be happy to trade treasure cards with Grizzlehide. I wonder if we can set up a library exchange program.
Welcome to my shop, young wizard.
Can I interest you in some furniture for your dorm room?
You tell Mr. Quickhammer about the flying boat with the trader from Grizzleheim.
That's great. I offer a selection of furnishings from across the spiral. Any imports from Grizzleheim will certainly be good for my business.
Did you get agreement from the three merchants? Good! You have brought two worlds closer together. You have my thanks. I would like to reward you for your help getting your merchants to agree to trade with my world. Would you like to take a quick trip with me to visit Grizzleheim, my home? It will not take long now that I know the way. You can greet some tradesmen from Grizzleheim and see if they will trade with Wizard City. In Grizzleheim, speak to Thrain Stormfred, Vider Silverthread, and Dane Goldright. Let them know I sent you with word of new trade partners.
You look like you could use a new rune-carved ring. I have just the one in stock.
Before he tries to sell you something, you explain about the trade agreement.
That sounds like a great idea. Sign me up. You should head back to tell Balder that we're willing to trade. You there. Can I interest you in a new robe? This is a cold land, and you should try to stay warm. What size are you?
You explain that you're not robe shopping. You're here to set up trade with Wizard City.
Trade with Wizard City? I can certainly do that. I will have to get some smaller sizes in stock, though. Welcome, young outsider. Where are you from, and what can I do for you?
You explain that you're from Wizard City and that you're here to set up trade with Grizzleheim.
Sounds good to me. I'll trade with anyone with gold in their pocket. They're in agreement then. Good news! We have done well this day. Ready yourself. I will take you home now. It was a pleasure working together. I wish you well in your future journeys.
That's so sweet of my uncle to send you. I'm so glad you came too. I've been doing some ice research for Professor Greyrose, but I had to stop. I really need your help. This is horrible. First the gobblers showed up and started eating everything in sight, and then these evil snowmen. They're all over the place. We must get rid of them, but there are so many. Hey, I know. Why don't you defeat some of them and see if that will chase the rest away? Well, that didn't seem to make a dent in those gobblers at all. They're still eating the city. Go speak with Professor Greyrose. Maybe she will know what to do. I'll try to keep their damage to a minimum.
Oh dear, I was afraid of that. It was an accident. I didn't mean to summon those gobblers. And those evil snowmen aren't doing a thing to help. They're actually causing more trouble. The biggest problem with gobblers is that they're always hungry. Let's try brewing a potion to make them lose their appetite. The snowmen we'll deal with later. Here is a list of ingredients for the potion. Take it back to Minty Pixie Brown on Colossus Boulevard.
A magic potion? Excellent idea! I'll begin working on this list she gave us. I'll set up the cauldron for the potion here. Can you get the first ingredient? You can find that growing right here in Colossus Boulevard. You'll gather some for me. Stinkweed really does stink. I know I've lost my appetite. That's all I need. I'll brew the potion now. Here's the first batch of potion, young wizard. Hopefully this will make the... While I'm making more, go beat some gobblers in combat and make them drink the stinkweed potion. All done? Excellent. Let's see if the potion had any effect. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the potion didn't quite work. I don't want to bother the headmaster. I know. The Gobbler King lives in the large palace at the very end of the street. Maybe we can reason. I'll try to brew a stronger potion. See if you can make a deal with the Gobbler King to stop eating and leave the city.
I have another task for you, young wizard. Please come see me for it. Young wizard, I have exciting news for you about gardening. Could you visit me in my classroom at Ravenwood?
Wizard, the Ravenwood professors tell me you're a prime candidate to learn about monstrology. Meet me in Ravenwood whenever possible.
Hello, young wizard. You should come see me in Ravenwood. I think you're going to want to hear what I have to say.
Come see me at the store mill on Triton Avenue.
Aha! You've seen the signs, haven't you? Why, signs of the end of the spiral, of course. Peculiarities, instances of pure impossibility. You may not have seen them yet, but you will. The Gravulum Order has detected increasing numbers of pecrons all across the spiral. Pecrons? Why, they're invisible micro-magic particles that exist and don't exist at the same time. That's the theory, at least. The Gravulum Order is dedicated to investigating this frightening trend, and we need your help. Take this Gravulum badge and get a reading from the gobblers on Colossus Boulevard. Do this, and we might even invite you into the Order.
Can I help you? Oh, yes, of course. You're the one I was told about. I'm Principal Monstrologist, Gilderbrook. Thanks for coming. Headmaster Ambrose is allowing me to recruit talented and studious young wizards for an exciting new elective program. It's an ancient practice from my home world, Albion, and I've come to share monstrology throughout the spiral. So let's get started. The motto of monstrology is know thine enemy. You'll learn to profile your enemy, extract their strengths, and use them to your benefit. We use special monstrological extract spells to enchant damage spells, which can then capture an enemy's very essence, or animus. An enchanted spell that deals damage will result in extraction of one animus, plus an additional animus is extracted with a defeat. Now pay attention here, because this is very important. To formally collect the animus you've extracted, you must win the duel. Once you've successfully collected an enemy's animus, their profile is added to your monstrology tome, so you can reference them at any time. There's much more to monstrology than that, of course, but I find 'tis easier to do than to listen. It's high time for some field. Take this extract undead animus spell and use it to capture the animus of any undead enemy you'd like to profile. Since you're new to monstrology, you'll want to tussle with a low-level enemy to maximize your chances of animus extraction. Start with the Lost Souls on Unicorn Way. Extract one Lost Soul animus, then return here, and we'll wrap up your introduction to monstrology.
Look, I found a broken clockwork. I think I can fix him, but I'm going to need some parts. Can you find some parts for me? I'm not sure where to get them. Perhaps Professor Baelstrom knows where to find some. As the Professor of Life Magic, it falls to me to tell you about a wonderful new activity available to students. I speak of gardening. Students at Ravenwood can plant and grow amazing plants in their dormitory rooms or castles. Wizards of all schools can garden, so my hope is that every student will learn the joy of shepherding new life. There is so much to learn about gardening, and I know just the person to teach you. Seek out Farley in Gollum Court. He will explain the basics of gardening to you.
You need some golem parts. Well, you know all those golems in the golem tower? If you battle them, I'm sure you'll get a bunch of spare parts. As many as you need.
Greetings, my little wizard friend. You look like you're in need of some learning, and I'm happy to oblige. And if it's not too much trouble, I'll ask you for a small favor once I've finished yapping. So, where to start? Well, let me tell you about how gardening works. It all begins with the tiniest of things, a seed. That's it, a seed. Do you have a seed with you? Surely you must. What's that? You don't? Oh, dear. And we're off to a poor start. Tell you what, will you run over to speak to Blossom, the life tree in the midst of Ravenwood? Ask her for a seed. Any type will do. She should set you up with something to get you started. Be off then, will you?
out.
You defeated the Iron Golem? Wow! You know how many students have tried and were defeated? You are amazing, young wizard. And true to my word, here are the treasure cards I promised. Remember to put them in your deck. I know you'll need them in the future. Bye now!
Good day to you, young wizard. What can I do for you? A seed? Farley sent you? A most unusual request, but I should be able to help you. A plant's journey of life begins with it as a seed. There are many types of seeds, each with a different destiny. With enough energy, you can prepare soil of your choice in your castle, if you have one, or a planter in your door. Then you can place the seed into the readied soil. After a time, it will begin to grow. You can shepherd its growth through spells and other means of caring for it. Create I will give you a seed. Take it back to Farley. He will tell you more.
How wonderful. These should be excellent. Oh my, these don't seem to fit. I've got it. Take these to Kirby Longspear. He should be on Colossus Boulevard. He can modify these parts to make them fit.
Oh, you've got that seed? Fantastic. I recommend you roll up your sleeves and learn something about gardening. Let's see what kind of seed blossom saw fit to give you. Oh, what's this? A dandelion? That'll do nicely. After you've planted your dandelion seed, it starts to grow. From seed to seedling, young plant, mature plant, to elder. You can use a number of helpful spells to usher it along as it grows, keeping it healthy and happy. Take a look at the row of 4 dandelions to the side of it. And when you're done, come back and I'll bend your ear some more, if you've got the patience for it.
This is a seedling, the youngest phase of life for a plant. You will need energy to plant a seed in a planter or the ground. After a seed is planted, you can use plant growth spells on it. Plants require some things to thrive and survive: water, sunshine, pollination, magic, and even music. Plants that are cared for with spells to satisfy their needs will advance through the stages of life. Next, you should examine the young plant. This is a young plant in its next stage of life after seedling. You can observe your plant's growth visually and by using some simple spells. The plow spell allows you to remove a plant or dirt pile if you wish to do so. The revive spell allows you to transform a wilting plant into a young plant, ready to grow once more. Now you should examine the mature plant. This is a mature plant in the fullness of its growth. When a plant becomes mature, it can be harvested. You can harvest a plant by interacting with it. Each type of plant yields a different harvest: reagents, pet snacks, gold, treasure cards, or more seeds. You can harvest from a plant as long as it's in its mature stage of life. It's now time to take a look at the elder plant. This is an elder plant, the final stage of a plant's life cycle. Many plants won't reach this stage. An elder plant can be harvested one final time with much greater possible rewards. Once an elder plant is harvested, it disappears and cannot be revived. You should return to speak to Farley.
So, there you have it. Think you know it all now? Don't get carried away. I've still much to teach. I'm sad to say that gardening isn't all nurturing and happiness. Plants can be endangered by some very real threats. Take a look at the two unhealthy-looking specimens to the other side. Come back when you've seen for yourself what can happen.
This plant is wilting. It will die before too long if it's not taken care of. Plants can die if their needs are not met, or if they are killed by pests. Plants have likes and dislikes, things that encourage or discourage their growth. A plant's likes are things it enjoys being near. These can include other types of plants or gardening items. A plant will flourish if it is near things that it likes, while things it dislikes will cause it to become unhealthy. An important part of gardening is learning how to arrange your plants. You should examine the dead plant now. This plant is dead. Now all that can be done is to plow it over or revive it as a seedling. The greatest threat to plants are pests. Pests can infest a plant and hinder its growth. If pests are not eliminated, eventually the plant will begin to wilt and die. When a plant is infested by pests, it cannot be harvested, and growth spells will have no effect. To eliminate pests, you must use pest-fighting spells. To eliminate a pest, the spell must be of high enough rank. You can purchase pest-fighting spells from vendors throughout the spiral, or even win them as treasures. Farley can tell you more about how to get started gardening.
It's a sorry state to see plants doing so poorly, but it's important to know what risks there are when gardening. I think by now you've learned the basics of planting and gardening, if you've been paying attention. The seed Blossom gave you should be enough to get you started. I encourage you to try it out. You've already got the basic spells to care for your plant, and I can sell you additional spells and items for your garden. As you continue to garden, you'll reap the rewards in the form of harvests, badges, and even experience. I look forward to seeing you again with your newfound green thumb displayed oh so proudly. Best of luck to you.
Were you able to extract an animus from an undead enemy? Aye? Cracking! Now it's time I show you the myriad ways monstrologist. You, the monstrology tome, notwithstanding, my personal favourite application of an animus is to create a summon monster treasure card. It's like an echo of the enemy you extracted it from, which could be summoned in combat, but not unlike the way one summons a minion. You can also create an expel monster treasure card that's basically an instant defeat, one-shot silver bullet against a particular monster. If used the proper margins, animus can also be used to create house guests, as well as and don't worry if your house isn't equipped with a Joe sigil. That's what the Monster Dome is for. Now, if you've any questions, or simply feel the need for a refresher, consult the Monstromnibus here, and remember, as your monstrology level increases, so does the amount of... So, keep an eye out for me in your journeys throughout the spiral. Until then, welcome to monstrology. Come on then, get cracking!
Hello? Hello? Do you hear me? Good! The badge is working. Orange reading. Concentrations there are average. Good. Come back to Ravenwood. Well done, young wizard. Good news. You're a full-fledged member of the Gravulum Order now. Together, we'll figure out this peculiar business. Check in each day, and I'll give you a creature or location to test. You won't need to return. I'll get the reading from your badge remotely. Oh, and take this Gravulum lodestone for your house. If you prefer, use that to get your daily assignment. Very well. Until tomorrow, then.
Hello there. What can I do for you? Mulinda Wu is working on a clockwork, and she's having a few problems? Let me see those parts. I can fix. There you go. She should be all set with these. Tell Mulinda hello and good luck for me. Those gobblers took my shipment, and they're after me, too. I just know it. Kazu will have to wait.
How wonderful of Kirby to modify these parts for me. I guess we should give them a try. Oh, this is so wonderful. He's animating. I can't thank you enough. Here is your reward for all your hard work.
You'll have to get past me if you want to see the king.
first world, the children of Lady Nightstar, the grandmother Raven, battled constantly. Titans they were, embodiments of ice, fire, and storm. Their conflict shook the world, but by the time of the spiral, only their offspring remained. Giants were the descendants of the Ice Titan, who used his power to create frost castles from frozen clouds. Like their ancestor, they battled the dragons on the ground until the wars decimated both races. The giants retreated to the world now known as Grizzleheim, where the few who still remain rule the frigid realm of Wintertusk.
Tiny wizard. Hello, tiny wizard. Have you come to surrender your city? You want us to leave? Oh, no. No, no, no. My people love it here. We shall call this city New Gobbleton. If you prove to be good servants, perhaps we shall let the tiny wizard stay in New Gobbleton. Here is my royal decree.
You pick up the royal decree to take back to Mindy Pixie Crown.
The Gobbler King wants us to surrender Wizard City? Big problem! Big problem! I can't believe the Gobblers are trying to claim Wizard City. We need to tell Headmaster Ambrose. Take the Gobbler King's royal decree to Headmaster Ambrose. See what he thinks we should do.
What? This decree doesn't even make sense. It's just pictures of ice cream and chickens drawn in crayon.
Headmaster Ambrose shakes his head sadly.
The gobblers may be a larger problem than we realized. I hate to ask, but you need to go duel some of them to test their strength. Good. Now that we know how strong the gobblers are, I have a plan. Please deliver this letter to Mindy Pixie Crown for me. Your hard work will pay off, I promise.
Headmaster Ambrose hands you an official-looking document. Mindy Pixie Crown reads the official-looking document.
I think this plan will work. This plan calls for challenging the Gobbler King's two closest advisors, Baron Greebly and Baron Rotunda. Dueling isn't my strength, so you're the only one who can do this. They're each hiding out in towers, one at each end of the street. Defeat them and see what the Gobbler King has to say then.
Is it time for dinner yet? You look like you'd make a good stew. Get over here.